Opening legend, the film begins with a haunting narration retelling the ancient legend of the Immortals, warriors bound by destiny to fight until only one remains. A sweeping montage shows brutal duels across centuries, Roman gladiators, samurai, knights, and mercenaries, all clashing with swords. Lightning storms mark each death as quickening energy rips across landscapes. The voice reminds us, in the end, there can be only one. The return of Connor MacLeod in modern-day New York. Connor MacLeod lives in isolation, haunted by centuries of battles and losses. Though retired from the game, he feels the presence of new immortals awakening. Connor sharpens his katana once more, knowing fate won't let him rest. He is visited by visions of Ramirez, his old mentor, warning of a greater storm to come. A new challenger, a mysterious immortal named Kale, ruthless and calculating, rises in Eastern Europe. Unlike most, he doesn't seek to hide. He craves dominance and publicly hunts others with surgical brutality. Kale's army of mercenaries shields him during his pursuit of weaker immortals. His reputation spreads quickly, and whispers say he is close to unlocking a forbidden power. The scholar's warning Rachel, Connor's longtime friend, researches ancient immortal lore. She uncovers a prophecy of the convergence, a final reckoning where surviving immortals will be drawn together by fate. Legends speak of a warrior who will wield a power beyond comprehension. Rachel warns Connor that Kale might be orchestrating this convergence. The first encounter, Connor crosses paths with Kale in New York. They clash briefly, sparks flying from katana against broadsword. Connor realizes Kale is unlike any he has faced, calm, merciless, and seemingly immune to fear. Before their duel can finish, Kale retreats, taunting him. "You're not ready, Highlander." A haunting past flashbacks show Connor in 18th century Scotland, mourning Heather and wrestling with immortality's curse. He remembers Ramirez teaching him the meaning of strength and compassion. These memories ground Connor, but also remind him that he has endured too much loss to allow someone like Kale to win. Gathering storm across the globe, immortals sense the pull of convergence. A samurai in Tokyo, a desert warrior in Cairo, and a crusader in Europe all begin their journeys toward the inevitable. Kale hunts them systematically, absorbing their quickening to grow stronger. Each death shakes the earth with violent storms. The ally Connor saves a young immortal, Maya, from Kale's ambush in Paris. Maya, only immortal for a few years, is still raw and untrained. She looks to Connor as a mentor, much like he once looked to Ramirez. Though reluctant, Connor begins teaching her swordsmanship, balance, and the harsh truth. Trust no immortal, not even him. Kale's philosophy. Kale reveals his twisted philosophy in a chilling monologue. The immortals are not cursed, but chosen, destined to evolve humanity by force. He sees himself as the rightful king of a new world. His arrogance fuels him, but his belief also inspires fear. Some weaker immortals pledge loyalty, making him even more dangerous. Betrayal. One of Kale's loyal immortals, a former monk named Elias, betrays him, warning Connor and Maya about Kale's growing army. Elias insists the prophecy isn't about Kale, but about someone else, a Highlander who carries the blood of destiny. Kale executes Elias brutally, his quickening fueling his rage. Training montage. Connor and Maya travel to the Scottish Highlands, retracing Connor's past. In misty glens and ruined castles, he trains her in swordplay, endurance, and mental focus. The land itself seems to remember his battles, echoing with ghostly energy. Their bond deepens, not as lovers, but as master and apprentice. The convergence begins across the world. Lightning storms erupt, guiding immortals to one place, an ancient battlefield beneath the ruins of Rome. The ground trembles as centuries of quickening energy call to them. Connor knows he must face Kale there, with Maya by his side. The final reckoning is at hand. The duel of pretenders. Kale slaughters his remaining challengers in Rome, displaying monstrous strength. His swordsmanship has evolved, absorbing techniques from centuries of victims. When Connor and Maya arrive, Kale greets them not as enemies, but as sacrifices to his ascension. The stage is set in the ruined Colosseum, thunder splitting the sky. Connor versus Kale. First clash. Connor duels Kale under torrential rain. Their blades clash with supernatural force, each strike shaking the ancient stones. Despite his skill, Connor is nearly overwhelmed by Kale's power. Maya intervenes, saving Connor from a killing blow, but Kale mocks her as weak and unworthy of immortality. Maya's awakening pushed to the edge, Maya finds strength within herself. She fights Kale fiercely, though inexperienced. In protecting her, Connor realizes Ramirez's lesson. Immortality is not about power, but about legacy. Connor decides the prophecy isn't about him, it's about her. She is the future. The sacrifice Connor makes a devastating choice. He allows Kale to strike him down, transferring his quickening to Maya. The energy nearly destroys her, but she survives, empowered with centuries of Connor's strength and knowledge. Kale laughs, believing victory is his, until Maya rises, her eyes burning with new power. Maya versus Kale, the true battle. Maya faces Kale in the final duel, her movements echoing both Connor and Ramirez. Their swords shatter stone, sparks igniting the storm around them. Unlike Connor, Maya doesn't fight with anger, she fights with clarity and purpose. Kale, blinded by arrogance, underestimates her. The final quickening, Maya delivers the final blow, severing Kale's head. The quickening erupts in a cataclysm of lightning, tearing through the Colosseum. Maya absorbs the immense power, screaming as the storm rages above. When it ends, she stands alone in silence. There is no other. A world transformed, the prophecy is fulfilled. There can be only one. Maya now carries the collective knowledge and strength of all immortals. Unlike Kale, she chooses not to dominate, but to guide humanity from the shadows. She buries Connor in the Highlands, honoring his sacrifice as the true Highlander. Epilogue and legacy. In the final scene, Maya walks through a modern city, blending into the crowd. Her katana remains hidden, but her eyes reveal centuries of wisdom. A voiceover of Connor echoes Ramirez's words, "You have power beyond imagination. Use it well, for in the end, there can be only one." The screen fades to black thunder rolling,